We're here with another Cats and Rats After Dark. I'm your host, Kirby Lupo, joined alongside my co-host, Nick Levine and Cody Stevens. Before we get started here, though, gentlemen, I just want to share this with everyone here that's joining us here tonight. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment on our videos. We've had Team USA live stream video yesterday. The guys did a good job on that one. Obviously, the After Dark video here. Any of our post-game videos that we've been doing this week. I purchased Super Chat donations anytime we're live, including tonight. We appreciate those. You can buy membership, upgrade membership. You can gift membership to other people at community. Access to great perks. Gentlemen, we have a Sam Bennett contest announcement a little bit later on, and we do have a new member as well.
Mr. Daniel Janicus, welcome. You may have seen him on our live streams. He was a part of the Team Canada Olympic live stream. Shout out to our boy Daniel, resident Ekblad Island inhabitant.
Yeah, that's right.
But on this game tonight, once again, shout out to Daniel. The Panthers dominate in Dallas here today. 4-0 Dubskis. An absolute turnaround.
Dallas is always losing, right, Kirby?
I'm not gonna lie. What I saw from this game was more of like what cost Dallas in the Western Conference Finals last year. Mm-hmm. I'm not 100% sold on Glenn Gulletson, but the Panthers played a dominant game. I mean, I think Dallas had like 8 shots like late into the second period throughout the entire game. Yeah. There wasn't a bad player for the Panthers here tonight. And shout out to Jack,
Jack,
with the 10 gifted memberships.
There we go, Jack. Our first membership gifted, and he gives
shout out Jack Powell.
Everyone give Jack a shout out if your name's green in the chat.
And shout out to
RC with the $5. That was a show them who you
Everyone
are.
Everyone in a festive mood in the Cats and Rats community. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But we got to leave up Jack for a little bit more.
Generosity here. But if I could just piggyback off of what Cody was saying, particularly when it pertains to Dallas, I think you continue to see the stylistic concerns that they should have from their end. As far as the Panthers go, I mean, this was a quintessential Paul Maurice masterclass. I mean, it is a Florida Panther hockey game. I mean, from the start, I mean, you could just tell tonight was different. A lot of neutral zone play. It wasn't really anything too much on either end. I saw a lot of the same things from Dallas that I saw in the Western Conference Finals, Cody says. Like, we're getting squeezed off a lot on the boards. I think one of the biggest improvements tonight was the back end. We had really good sticks tonight, and we were taking the body really well. I thought
elite level sticks and body positioning.
And body positioning, which is, Kirby, we talked about the net front. Letting guys get inside position on you. We had struggled with that for periods of this year.
Because Nick, what were they trying tonight? They were going to the point, and we had to be good in front.
And when we've been at our best, we have been great with net front battles, just getting to loose pucks, certain areas like that. I think, for example, you saw Seth Jones one-on-one with Jason Robertson early in the game. Beautifully played by him. Aaron Ekblad later on in the third period, same type of thing. I think that when we're successful, this is the type of hockey we need to play, particularly from our back end. That's why we're able to be so successful here tonight. And Sergei Bobrovsky, I mean,
it'd be one big save, probably.
I mean,
2.
Very sharp, very solid. I mean, it was just an all-around ideal game. A lot of the times when Dallas come through the neutral zone, put it to the outside, they get squeezed off very easily there. And I thought that there would be a bit of a stylistic change with Glenn Gulletson. We haven't seen it in either of the games that we played against Dallas this year. So this is just a really solid effort. And
they've been really good under Gulletson. And now
they've been really good.
Record is 0-5-1 in their last 6 against the Panthers.
I think there is an element to their game that they need to add or they need to improve upon. And it's that playoff hockey kind of style. I mean, they're a really talented group. I mean, when you think about it, you could take a look at the different numbers and stuff. They're good on the cycle. They're good. There's that, the other thing. They just don't really establish the forecheck, I think, quick enough. I mean, we've struggled against the forecheck this year, particularly without Barkov. And, when you spend less time in your offensive zone, and you don't have Alexander Barkov, your defense is going to face more pressure. I don't think Dallas did a very good job tonight of doing that. But I also believe that Aaron Ekblad and Gustav Forsling, that's where it starts. We were excellent throughout puck support from all 5 players here tonight, particularly through the neutral zone and zone exits. I thought we were getting out of our zone a bit cleaner on from the get-go throughout the whole game. I mean, it was just unbelievable, and that's what we really needed. I mean, we talked about it against Colorado. The solution was in the locker room on the back end, and we were physical. We weren't letting Dallas get to the inside on us, and I mean, I just think puck support, physicality, body positioning, elite level sticks. I thought Mikkola and Jones were phenomenal tonight. That top 4 was their best game of the year. And this is a big win for the road trip because now you guarantee at least a 500 road trip. And we go back home 500. You would have told me that at the start of this trip. I think all of us would have been relatively pleased with that.
Yeah. But the one thing with me is like this was Gustav Forsing's best game of the year by bar none. Mm-hmm. Like when he's at his best and when he becomes a top 12 to 8, 12 defenseman in the league is when he keeps everything in front of him. Gustav Forsling is one of the best sticks in the league, and he proved it tonight on a great performance on that. And that's why we need more of that from him. This was Mikkola's best game by far tonight.
Jones and Mikkola were elite tonight. That's what
I mean, they were phenomenal. I mean, I think you see stretches of it this year where if the top pair can get going more consistently, that second pair I think is really kind of to get going here in the last 5 or 6 games.
And it's more so Mikkola. If Mikkola can keep up with Jones, you can shut down some of the best.
Because I think Seth Jones, when you really average it out, not that it's saying much, has been our best defenseman this year, bar none. And you take a look at these last 5-6 games, that second pair has been our best pair. And I know it's been up and down, but
I say 3.
I've really been impressed with Seth Jones all around, particularly stepping up in the play.
I would say more Seth Jones.
That explosiveness that I talked about when we first got him against those games against Washington and some of the Columbus, you're starting to see it a bit more now here when he gets more comfortable in his game. And Paul Maurice, he had that comment about Jones. Give it about a year and a half, or into next year, he's going to be a big-time player. And I mean, he's been excellent for us.
But one big improvement from the Colorado game is the forwards actually supported the defensemen when the defensemen were pinching. Because one thing we have to think about, like as fans, and we've watched this team for the last 3 years, the defensemen are gonna pinch in this system. That's what they're told to do. That is what they're supposed to do. If you see us getting caught, that means the forwards aren't getting back on the play. The forwards, and guess what? You saw a lot of support from the forwards when the D started to pinch. That's why you saw the pucks kept being put back into the zone. Yeah. That's where Dallas kept getting caught on their heels. And one guy who's been pretty good over these last couple of games, but I think really had a standout game tonight, and I thought he deserved a goal. I don't know how you're going to send him back down the AHL. Jack Studnicka continues just to impress.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I mean,
he's always around the puck. He's just he's relentless on the forecheck, not afraid to throw around the body or whatever.
I remember when he first came in to the league, and even when he was playing for Vancouver, and even early on in Boston, the term used for him was like a high motor type of player. Like he's just always going, he's always around the play, causing chaos. So Studnicka, that's always been an element to his game, and I think particularly first round pick, you could have thought early on maybe he has top 6 potential, but as he's kind of gone in that not even middle 6, bottom 6, fringe NHLer, I think that high motor can actually be useful, especially on a team like this with the guys we're missing. I like Noah Gregor, like Luke Cunnin. There's some guys there in that fourth line, but every time I look, the fourth line's out there. Studnicka's always around the puck. I think he's been really good, and he stood out in training camp in the preseason. There was a question why he wasn't on the roster to start the year. And Cody, going back to your point with the defenseman pinching, how many times over the last couple of years in the playoffs, well, everybody's like, oh, our forecheck's relentless. Well, that's why. It's because the defensemen keep pinching. Puck support's there. They send it back down low. You can't get a clean breakout against the Panthers. When they get that going, and it's just the furthest you can get it out is into the neutral zone at the blue line, but it's right back in. Get hemmed in your own zone, and it gets overwhelming if after not 1 or 2 periods, after 2 or 3 games in the playoffs. But when we have been beat on it, it has been when we've gotten beat defensively, it has been those odd man rushes, like you said. I think a strategy that's been used against us a lot this year, not so much in the Colorado game, but particularly throughout the course of the early part of the year, when we were struggling and even struggling to score is when they get the puck there and the defenseman pinches down low, the forward with the puck kind of skates away, buys a little bit more time. That's kind of forces the defenseman to kind of pinch jump or get stuck. Then they hit the breakout pass across ice, and that leads to the 2-on-1 and the transition defense issues that we've been seeing. So I think puck support has been crucial through our system for years, particularly this year. And tonight was kind of the game we needed and the blueprint we need to see moving forward, because in every facet from every part of the ice, it was excellent.
Before Cody jumps in, I just want to add the key to me tonight, Cody, against the Dallas Stars. The Stars out there on the Dallas Stars, they had a good shift here or there, but they weren't able to replicate it for 3 shifts in a row. So it wasn't like Rantanen's killing us for 3 shifts or Robertson's killing us. I barely noticed Wyatt Johnson tonight.
Yeah, you didn't notice them, and this was a question for me. I don't know why. I haven't watched Dallas too tough this year, because usually when you're a great team like that, I'm not really one to just watch you consistently. I'm more watching like the teams that are scratching and clawing for the playoff spot, because to me, those are the more entertaining teams to watch.
But Cody, they've been elite this year with in front of the net, layers, deflections, and they were having trouble with that.
Yeah, but the one question I had is, did you put Thomas Harley out there with Alex Petrovic? He was struggling out there tonight for Dallas. That was the pairing. And it was not working for Dallas tonight. And really,
Cody, I tweet out. Well, if you take 40%, they are on the power play on home ice. They were like, we can't get nothing going here. You can't get nothing going.
Defensively, Cody, Dallas has struggled very much the last 2 years. Their blue line, among some other reasons, the stylistic reasons we've talked about in the past, have been a big reason why they haven't been able to beat Edmonton in the Western Conference Finals the past 2 years. They lost Chris Tanev to Toronto 2 years ago. Then this previous year, I know people are going to laugh about, this, that, the other thing. Cody Ceci, say what you want about him, guy that played legit minutes for them did not re-sign. He went to LA, and now Liam Bischel's out. So that defensive depth is really being tested here. And we talked about it, I think, in the Colorado live stream, how Thomas Harley had not had nearly as good a year as he had been expected to. And I think that lack of defensive depth is part of the reason why. I mean, Esa Lindell, very good. Liam Bischel had a really nice playoff last year, but they need to make some moves on the back. And they're rumored to be in the running for Rasmus Anderson. But I think that there's 2 stories here in this game. From our side, it's us getting back to our game and the things we can control, puck support, and our defensemen playing better, and kind of just getting back to the elements that have made us successful the past couple of years. Secondly, it's the stylistic problems that still haunt Dallas, so to speak. And it's the reason they haven't been able to get over the hump and get to the Stanley Cup final. And I thought there would be an improvement with Gulletson in both games against the Florida Panthers this year. I haven't seen it. I haven't been able to watch them for a majority of time, but they're the second best team in the NHL. And on paper, they're top 5 in every.
I've seen them this year for a reason. They are. You have to give full marks.
And you have to give them credit, and you need to give them respect. They have star power all over the ice, but there is a stylistic issue there. And, I know some people.
I don't think they're that far off, Dallas, though.
They're not far off.
No, but it's the little things. It's like games like this, they lose. And it's been the case for them the past couple of years. It's not much because they've been able to get past Vegas.
I think they can make the necessary moves that they need to make.
I have an idea, but this may not seem like the greatest one, but outside of Rantanen, I don't think they got much dog.
I think
Wyatt Johnson I put in there, but then that's
but
where.
That postseason he had last year was nightmarish.
So hey, the problem is they're trying to get some of that dog from their old veteran out there throwing the fist tonight.
Oh yeah, Jamie Benn. That's about it. But
they're going to need another.
Yeah,
but Tyler Seguin being out, they need a dog. They need a center. Obviously, the number one name out there is Nazem Kadri.
They don't really need a center. I mean, Seguin
and Robertson, it's going to be a problem over
Seguin
time.
Was playing winger for them anyway. Like it's like down the middle, they're fine. Like,
I think it would be
Johnston and Duchesne.
Say that again.
It's Hintz, Johnston, and then Duchesne.
I think Duchesne would be better as a winger in the playoffs. My personal opinion.
No, but the thing is with Dallas is just Like they got to fix. They don't. I don't think Anderson fixes anything for him because I don't think his skill set really fits there because they have Hasty and Harley, which are like they're power play guys, and I don't.
They
see
need a Tanev, Zadorov.
They need like a Mikula type. Like,
I wonder if they take a look. Vancouver on a fire, so we'll talk about them later.
Like Hronek might be a good fit for him.
Yeah, if you guys have any Panther questions in chat, we got over 30 people in here right now. Appreciate you all.
Yes,
get to the Panther questions now. We're going to move on after the break. So Panther questions now. That's why we're doing
Kadri to the Cats. What would you give? I think if I'm getting Kadri, I think I would. I mean, well, I'd move Boquist for future considerations at this point.
He has been really. If I'm Florida, I don't know how you keep Boquist on the roster and send down Studnicka. I mean, right. For me, it's just
I don't know I don't know why Cunning's in the doghouse. I'm not sure about that one. But then again, I don't know. Just like, and people are saying, "Oh, Studnicka's going to get moved for Tkachuk." Like Cunning's getting scratched here for Studnicka.
Could Cunning go on waivers?
But I think they like Studnicka in training camp. He was my favorite standout guy, and I think that.
Yeah. No, they could no. Cunning can easily go on waivers.
Oh, can I just say one thing pertaining to us? I completely forgot to say it, and you guys talked about it a little bit here in the comment section. Kirby, you mentioned it. The penalty kill continues to be outstanding for us.
I don't know how we're not top 5 or top 8, to be honest.
I mean, in most years, 81.5%, 82% would be top 8. This year, it's top 12.
Here's our numbers, Nick, right down here. So coming into
the night, it was 81.6%, I believe, the penalty kill, which was 12th in the NHL. If you go back and look at last year, I'm sure that would have been top 8. And in past years, 82% might have even been top 5. It's kind of weird to see how good power plays are nowadays.
Last year, penalty kill, we would have been probably around 4th last year.
I mean, how good penalty kills are. But, I mean, without Alexander Barkov, penalty kill hasn't missed a beat, and that's really been the biggest.
Sam Reinhart, I think, is the best penalty killer in the NHL this season.
Like,
you would have to think. And all the playoff success, Kirby, turned. I know the big discussion when Maurice came in was the power play. One of the things I talked about that year, Maurice's first year, is the penalty kill and how Carolina, very aggressive to the puck, one of the best penalty kills in the NHL. All of our playoff success started to come when we got a better penalty kill. I'd rather have a better penalty kill than a better power play. Because if you get one power play goal, you're good. You allow one power play goal, 1 for 4, you're 75%. That's not great. So,
I mean, here's the thing. I think the penalty kill's also gotten better, but I also think the power plays have somehow gotten worse at the same token. Because here's the thing. Yeah. Last year, there were about 20 teams over 20% on the power play. This year, there are only 14.
Yeah, power plays have gotten worse the last couple years, which is very odd.
You look at different teams and on their power, like the Kings are last at 14%, Carolina's at 15%, Colorado's at 15.9%, Washington's at 16%.
Dallas had the number 1 power play in the league.
Lightning are at 18%. Which are all lower than the Panthers.
Again, I said earlier, the Stars' power play at home is 40%.
They were 33% coming into the night on the year, Kirby. And, I mean, you saw the trend last year with the penalty kill. I was kind of shocked to see we were at below 80%. It was still around 14th or 15th in the NHL, which is uncharacteristic for a number to be that low and you to be that high up in the rankings. I
told you guys last year I didn't like our defense on the penalty kill.
But I have a question for you guys. Who is the only team in the NHL with a top 5 power play and a top 5 penalty kill?
That's a good question.
Dallas. Oh, they're right outside the top 5 for penalty kill, right?
They are 9.
I'm going to throw one out there against the wall. Carolina.
Nope. Carolina just said was like 18%.
It is the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Oh, yes, their power play.
They are number 1 on the power play at 32.9%.
Led by Kirby's guy, Erik Karlsson.
Yeah, don't just say that. I was watching them today with D'Lo, and they blew that game. They blew it.
And they are number 5 on the penalty kill at 84.3%.
That's the surprising part, the penalty kill.
I mean, it's
was that a guy we're going to talk about later?
I'm looking at Pittsburgh's
Jari. Cody, did he have to play with that penalty kill?
We're going to find out. I don't
danger-
think it's
high
going to be.
danger chances.
I don't think it's going to be that high with Stuart Skinner, but we'll see.
All right, just listen.
I'm looking at Pittsburgh's numbers here. They look damn good. I mean, like
There's a reason why they are still fighting for a playoff spot or within a playoff spot.
But let's save that for after.
But as you can see from the game today, there's a reason why they're going to blow it too.
Yeah, shout out David Torres. He knows what we're talking about. Kirby's a huge Erik Karlsson fan. So for all of our listeners out there.
David just wants to troll in here.
Wish
David,
he was Canadian.
with positivity today.
Wish he was Canadian.
Keeping those.
I would love that.
Oh, Cody, by the way, I have to mention you did a good job on USA Street, but you almost made me buy into Corey Perry.
Corey Perry. I lost it.
What's
I was
going on here?
cooked.
I was like,
first of all, that was bullshit because they're talking about Quinn Hughes 90 seconds into the American
and
life.
It just scrambled us. It just scrambled me.
And then it's like, okay, we're not going to talk about it. And then I'm like,
Cody got on me about the Tristan Jarry going in the Stanley Cup final a couple weeks ago. That was one for Cody there. But yeah, that was.
But anyway, is there anything else on the Panthers? I think
because guys, we got another couple minutes here, and then we're gonna transition on, and we're gonna announce our contest winner, which I know all of our members. Again, it's the members prior to Jack's gracious donation of membership gifts here. But if you do get that membership gift, I think you start at a bronze level. Make sure you might be able to want to upgrade to gold or silver, because after the break, Nick's going to show you something that'll be up next for our members.
Yeah, but I mean, just a dominant effort.
Oh, and shout out to Mackie Samiskevich. I know he hasn't been able to score lately, but I do think that line has been more noticeable, particularly.
He is trying to do things.
Though there are shifts that line is creating offensive chances. They're getting to the rebounds. They're moving it up to the point. They're getting opportunities there. I think Evan Rodriguez, to me, is far and away the most impressive player this year for us. I mean, when you considering what he's been asked to do and what he's done, it really is. I mean, we're lucky to have a guy like that, an underappreciated guy for sure in years past. I don't think he's going to be underappreciated much more.
But as we wrap up here on the Panthers, as they defeated the Dallas Stars today in Dallas 4-0, sweeping the season series, winning their 6th straight game versus the 3-time runner-up to the Western Conference Championship, Dallas Stars. As we move on to our next topics, let's hear a word from our sponsor, Caneswear.
Panthers fever is here. Are you geared up? Caneswear in Davie is the place for all your Florida Panthers needs. They have the latest gear for our favorite NHL team. Jerseys, polos, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. Caneswear has you covered. Stop by their store in Davie or at pantherswear.com. Again, that's pantherswear, WEAR.com for all your Panthers gear.
And before we reveal the winner for our Sam Bennett contest, let's hear a word from other sponsor, Jeremy Beckham at Beck Sells FLA. Champions don't settle, and neither should you. Let me introduce Jeremy Beckham at Beck Sells FLA, bringing a competitive edge to South Florida luxury real estate. If you want a home that performs in all 3 zones, location, lifestyle, and long-term value, Jeremy is your power play. The clock is ticking. Let's go for the cup. Reach out now at BeckSellsFLA.com. And once again, shout out to Les Dunbar at your sports memorabilia store for this contest right here. Once again, you can find any sports memorabilia you like at www.yoursportsmemorabiliastore.com. Once again, thank you, Les. Nick, who is the winner of the Sam Bennett?
You want to show it? You got it there?
And hey, we should do it on mute.
Yep, Nick, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. It's automatic.
But Nick Levine, who is the winner of the Sam Bennett 20x14?
So I actually see him in the chat right here, and we promise that this is not scripted at all. It is a Dallas Cowboy, Florida Panther, and Florida State Seminole fan. Kirby, go ahead and announce the winner.
Congrats, Jose Navy Knoll. Congrats, Jose. All the way up in Maryland, I believe he is. So this is where this beauty piece is going to be going. Great gift. Whether you get it after Christmas here or whatever, Jose, we'll have that shipped out to you as soon as we can. And you have to find a place in your man cave or somewhere really nice.
From St. Nick. So
St. Nick, there we go. Oh, Nick, you got the other one by there?
Yes. So we're in the future. Hold on.
Coming up soon. So everyone that's a new member tonight.
You didn't get this, don't fret, because we got a Matthew Tkachuk one.
Yep.
Same exact thing, just Matthew Tkachuk.
Now you have to be a
And,
goal.
It's Sam Bennett in the frame, so it's a 2-1.
Exactly. So shout out to Les Dunbar. We really are appreciative of him. And yeah, we're going to be doing this giveaway in the future here, but congratulations, Jose. And make sure you get your contact information to Kirby on Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah, and I want Jose to reach out in our YouTube member chat. That's just so we can double confirm address and all that.
And a shout out to our boy Aaron with the $5 super sticker.
Yes, thank you.
And he was ejected tonight by throwing a rat on the ice. He was at the game, and he threw a rat on the ice, and they ejected him.
See, this is where we need to do the Spaces post-game call-in shows because we need to get Aaron up here. Guys, we're trying to work on the phone lines here. We're trying to incorporate on YouTube when we are. I'd get Aaron up right now if we had the phone lines.
Yeah, I mean, just come on. I mean, Dallas, do a better job. Come on, man. You know it's the tradition. You know what it is.
Yeah, it's the ushers and the security in the buildings that have no concept of hockey or don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but Aaron, appreciate the $5, and I'm so sorry you got ejected here. But
those damn Sunbelt states, you know, Kirby, they just don't understand it.
But
Sunbelt on self-violence here.
But boys, there was a big move that happened last night, and
Tristan Jarry, right?
We thought it was Tristan Jarry. But it was Quinn Hughes being dealt to the Minnesota Wild. Give me one moment. I'll pull it up for everybody.
We're going to play that video of the Minnesota Wild GM as well.
Yeah. Yes, but
that's going to be a hell of a video. Billy G.
That's a great video.
It's just this was a shocker happening on the stream last night. Nick gave his 2 cents in throughout the stream, but here it is. Quinn Hughes to the Minnesota Wild in exchange for Marco Rossi, Z Bouillon, Liam Ogren, and a 2026 first-round pick I do believe is not lottery protected. So, I mean, if Minnesota somehow falters here, that pick will be going to Vancouver. But
I've heard all the jokes, Cody. Oh, no one wants to play in Canada, the Americans. Didn't they get a couple Americans back in this deal?
Yeah,
those Americans, they didn't have a choice, Kirby.
American D for American D for American D, but just an absolute.
No, I'm going to push back on Nick. There's American rookies now requesting not to play in places like Winnipeg and things like that.
Well, that's Winnipeg.
Yeah, but
give it time, Vancouver will be there. Too.
I don't even think Kirby you would want to play in Winnipeg.
Which also, Kirby,
I'm old enough. But
Kirby, what country is Winnipeg in? I rest my case.
But anyway, boys, I'm not gonna lie, I may be in the minority on this, but I kind of like the move for both sides here.
I think it could be a win-win trade like it was for Ed Jovanovski and Pavel Bure. You guys can explain it a little bit there.
I'll go through my thinking. I forget who said this on Twitter. I would wish I could give them credit right now. I forget who said it, so forgive me. They said you essentially get how old's Rossi? 25-year-old, 55, 60 point.
I think he's a bona fide 2C.
I don't think he's that old. I think he's Lundell's draft, no?
Or is he 23?
24?
He's not that old, I don't think.
23 or 24?
He's Lundell's draft. He's 24, just turned 24.
So he's a 24-year-old bona fide number 2 center, 55, 60 points. You get a guy in Z Bouillon who is very highly touted. I'm not going to say can become Quinn Hughes because Quinn Hughes
he's a blue chipper.
But he is a blue chip prospect and can easily be an dynamic offensive defenseman in the NHL. 65, 70 point guy.
That's not easy to come by.
And that's so you could make an argument Bouillon may not get to what Quinn Hughes is, but he can get up into the top 5, top 10 defensemen.
I don't know if he's a number 1 defenseman in the future, but maybe his ceiling is number 2.
I think
his floor is like number 3.
Oh, you don't think 2? That's
I think Bouillon.
No. You said like to me, like a 3 to me is just
on a team on like
a number 2 to me is like your top defensive defenseman. That's your number 2. Number 3 is like an offensive guy.
Okay,
but I think he could be a number 1 defenseman, 65.
But if you have
70
Devon Taves, Cody, then he's your number 2.
Okay, I think at a minimum, I think he could be around a Thomas Harley, Devon Taves, or a little bit higher up, can get into that top 7 range, top 10 range of defensemen in the future.
And you're going to have to figure out, can he play that physical brand? Will he initiate a little bit of that? Because that's not really in his DNA.
So Exactly. But you get a 24-year-old 55, 60 point number 2 center. You get a potential number 1 at least a top pair offensive puck moving defenseman who's going to put up points for you. You get a middle 6 guy in Liam Ogren. I'm not huge on him, but has some promise there. And you get a first round pick. So you do get value here that can really turn into something if you're able to build around it. I think the value is very good. I'll let you guys talk. I do want to talk about the rumored package that Washington offered.
Before we get into the other packages, just stay on these 2 teams because we got to play the Bill Guerin clip.
I'm Bill Guerin, this is a home run. I mean, anytime you get the best player in the deal, I'm going to say, okay, like it's not a complete loss. You get one of the best players in the NHL, one of the best players in the world, second best defenseman in the NHL. And I've seen some things say, okay, Minnesota's a cup contender, fine. It's contingent on 2 things. One, if Quinn Hughes signs his extension, and there are contractual things that play to Minnesota's advantage, such as signing bonuses and give him the 8th year, whatever. The other part is how are they able to fill the other holes on their roster, right?
Yeah, but
great comment by Diehard in the chat before you do play that video, Cody. Dyer's like, this is not the trade deadline. I talked about this all summer leading up to this season. You're going to see hockey for hockey type deals. Teams have money to spend now. Players that want out. You're not going to see teams waiting for the deadline.
Granted, I thought Quinn Hughes would have waited to the offseason.
I did. Jim Behringer also thought the same as you. I thought he was gone
because I thought
he got too much.
Originally, I thought it was going to go to the summer. Then, as I heard the smoke and whatever you want to call it, I was finding it very difficult to see how Vancouver could wait until then. I didn't think they wanted to wait until then.
Because here's the thing. I still think they can get this package in the offseason. I'm going to start there.
Yeah, I think this package is very fair. I mean, Booyam is a very highly touted defenseman. Marco Rossi is a damn good center.
He's immediately your second-line center.
Correct. So you get 2 high-quality young players, I think, for the future. Are they Quinn Hughes? No. You gave up the best player. But you get 2 high-quality players and a first-round pick. There is something there, absolutely. And I think the value obviously depends on the extension with Quinn Hughes in Minnesota. I also think losing some center depth with Rossi is kind of a bit of a loss. Is a loss for Minnesota. They're going to have to address that at some point in the future. But I mean, Minnesota essentially loses Marco Rossi this year and brings on Quinn Hughes.
Yeah, because Booyam and Hughes cancel each other out. But the thing is, why I thought Hughes was going to wait till the offseason was because of the contract. I thought teams were not going to acquire him unless they knew they had him for an extension. But luckily for Minnesota, they have a couple things in their favor. One, Quinn Hughes and Bill Guerin know each other very, very well due to Team USA. That's the first thing. Second thing, like Nick said, the new CBA does not take effect until September of next year. So as they have until July 1st until that CBA comes into effect to sign him to that 8th year and have it front loaded, whatever the case may be. And here's the thing, and people are like, and I saw some people like, why would he want to play in Minnesota? Minnesota's got some damn pieces there. They have Kirill Kaprizov, who's a top 3 winger in the NHL right now. Matthew Boldy, who is an up-and-coming power forward over there in Minnesota. Joel Eriksson-Ek is nothing to snuff at either. You have Brock Faber, who's an up-and-coming defense, and now all the pressure's off of him now, so he'll probably even take another step with that. You know, Jonas Brodin is still one of the more underrated defensemen in the league, and they have probably the best young goalie in the NHL in Jesper Wallstedt. If you have not seen this kid yet, he's damn near a brick deal. Like, it's just the only thing about Minnesota is they're probably a center away from competing now because their center depth is not the greatest.
Yeah, and I like Eriksson-Ek a lot. I think you can win with him at the number 1 center if there's another high quality guy there. I think a duo of Eriksson-Ek, Kadri, that can get it done, particularly when it comes to the goaltending. There's a lot of star power on the wings. You have Kaprizov and Matt Boldy. I like Zuccarello. And then you take a look. The defense is the best in the NHL. There's not a better top 4 in the league than what they have there. And the bottom pair is Bogosian and Middleton. That's nothing to snub at either. So they're going to be a team that runs through the back end, through their superstars on the wings, and very responsible if they can get another center. his centers down the middle, and a physical bottom six, and then goaltending, no
And-
matter who's playing.
And
They're
you
a
know,
damn good team.
And who I saw playing for him too the other day? Former Panther Matt Kierstead's there over there in Minnesota.
Yeah. I was
Kirby told me that. I'm like, what the hell?
And then
Cody, we got that video.
And then you also got David Juracek, who they acquired. But everyone wants to know, what was Billy G doing when he was making this deal for Quinn Hughes?
I know what we were doing, Cody.
Yep, I know that for sure.
When did you agree to the deal? Was it yesterday? And like, where were you when you get the call from Jim? Like, hey, like, let's do this. Or
want the honest truth? I was making meatballs for our Christmas Eve dinner, and Jim called. So I had to take my latex gloves off, so I was rolling meatballs, and he told me we have a deal, and there was a fist pump involved.
Oh, there'd be a fist
My
pump.
first thought is
if Nick's eating cutlets and then he sees the trades coming in, Nick's pretty jacked
First
up.
of all, my first thought is Christmas Eve's in 2 weeks. What the fuck you doing right now?
You're preparing. You can freeze them.
Preparing for
Don't freeze them. That makes it worse.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a lot of prep work. If guys in the chat, you guys know what the prep work is.
Then don't make the meatballs. Then don't make them.
Wait till December 22nd or something.
Shit, Kirby, come on.
And I don't know. Did he say the date in the video? Did he say Christmas?
Christmas Eve. No,
Christmas Eve.
He's gonna freeze them, and then he's gonna unthaw them.
Yeah, screw the hockey shit.
He's
Let's have
busy.
this talk.
He's got other things to do. He's got a night available. That's his night. Oh, Jimmy Rutherford.
Italian families are huge. You don't think they got a backup plan for that?
Sometimes you want to do it yourself. You don't want to hire the butler or hire hired help. You want to do it yourself.
They have a break. There's legit a Christmas freeze. There's legit a Christmas freeze. And so he
do you
go
think
make
hockey players are good with time management, Cody? You're giving them a little too much.
He's the GM.
Better be good
He ain't
with
a
time
player no
management.
more.
Guys, if I was doing stuff in the kitchen, I might miss the call on the Cats and Rats. I might not get to it in time. I'm busy with.
You know what? Maybe Jack's right. Maybe Bill Guerin's lying. Maybe he was actually on the phone with another team trying to make a trade.
Something you don't lie about. I think he was actually making the meatballs. But Kirby, Captain Air Fryer up there. I mean,
hey, Bill Guerin, as Jack would say, former Boston Bruin.
I know him as a Penguin, but
I know him as an Oiler.
but that deal right there. I mean, it shocked the hell out of me. It was like kind of like the Rantanen shock last year. I'm like, really, like all of a sudden now they're making it. And it's, like I said, it threw our string completely off yesterday. I think,
what's the odds here? Everyone in the chat too. What's the odds that Quinn Hughes stays in Minnesota? I think it could be quite high.
I'm at 75-80%.
Yeah, I'm in that 70 range. I think, they progress here. They get out of the first round, this season. I think that really helps. And again, I said Quinn Hughes needed to go somewhere where the team would be a playoff contender and where you can use them for not just one playoff year, two.
Thank you, Jack. Do not talk down the air fryer, Cody. Do not.
There we go. Nick was one of the inspiring people that got me to get an air fryer.
Thank you.
Or 2 years.
Look,
lifesaver.
Look, I have an air fryer too, but if it's like the only thing you use,
it's not. You guys just think it's the only thing I use. I use the stovetop. I use the oven. I'm pretty good on the barbecue. I
learned that today. I never knew that. I've known this guy for how long? I have never fucking heard him talk about it.
Just because you guys hear the little beep in the background when you call me after, it's like I barely have any time to eat when we're doing content nights. So I'm using the air fryer. Other nights I'm not always using. I got the oven and stuff going. I can't leave the oven going out with you guys.
Whatever you say, Curb.
Right?
Whatever you say.
I got no one in the house when I burn the joint down. Jeez.
I don't know. Get a crock pot. I don't know.
If you don't burn while cooking, you haven't cooked.
You've never experienced.
Right? You haven't cooked. Okay.
But
every
that's
person
a college
who's ever cooked has burned something.
Yeah, that's a college.
Okay, that's just it.
Yeah.
Just an absolute. But as we continue here, leaving the Quinn Hughes trade, I mean, we talked about we mentioned this trade earlier on before we talked about it, but this was thought to be the big trade of the day. Tristan Jarry to the Edmonton Oilers and Sam Poulin in exchange for Stuart Skinner, Brett Kulak, and a 2026 second round pick. Or 2029 second round pick. Damn, they could trade picks that late? Damn. I didn't even know. Like 2029 is crazy, but yeah, for a 2029 second round pick. Kirby, what are your thoughts on Jari heading to your home province of Alberta?
I don't think everyone should crown Kyle Dubas being a genius here, but I do not know how there was no retention on Tristan Jarry's deal. I think he has this year and two other years north of $5 million per season, right? So
Yes.
I think that's a huge win in the trade for Pittsburgh, where they're not even retaining anything. Plus, they're getting a guy like Kulak.
Yeah, that's where I think Pittsburgh wins this deal. It's not in the goalies. It's Kulak. Because Kulak's the best player in this trade.
Mm-hmm. And I'm hearing some of the prospect heads and the chart guys. Oh, they're getting a pick too. Just relax with the pick. Put that to the side. You do get another asset in the deal. But the big thing is no retention, and it's the defenseman. If Pittsburgh's trying to honestly go for a wild card spot this year, which I kind of doubt in watching the game today there with D'Lo where they blew the lead in the game in overtime. They lose a point there. That's a critical point when you're a wild card team. But they're definitely trying to go for a wild card spot. Adding a guy like Brett Kulak to your top four is a really big.
But it also,
I'll say this for Edmonton, Jari was good today. Jari has been a solid goaltender in the past. Recently, ever since he got his new deal, he has struggled. He has bounced back this year.
And who signed that new deal?
Kyle Dumbass. Anyway, but. He has
went down to the
he has had a bounce back here. He went down to waivers last year. In the very limited games I have watched him lately.
They broke down his whole game. They said they had to rework his whole system, his whole fight.
I remember
that's a problem.
When he came back up,
yes,
out of the AHL last year, he played we played the Penguins, remember?
Yeah.
He did not look his fundamentals were a bit off. But he used to be a solid goaltender, went through a bit of a rough patch with his fundamentals. They kind of redid that, and now he's had a bounce back here.
But people can't call out, and our fan base can do it better than anyone, call out Stuart Skinner's lack of fundamentals and what he's doing out there on the ice. Tristan Jarry is a very similar goalie in that category.
That's what I was going to get at here is, I mean, if you're trusting that Jarry has bounced back and gets back to what he was originally – it's a solid goaltender. It's not anybody it's not a game breaker. It's nothing like spectacular. He's a solid, damn good, can make an all-star game goaltender.
Well, no, this is what David's saying in our chat, our great moderator.
I don't think he's a game changer. However, I think if he does get back to that form for Edmonton, it is a better fit for Skinner. But
guys, what do you think of Bobrovsky and Skinner next year in Florida?
We're going to talk about that later, but my honest opinion is Stuart Skinner is up and down. You have been able to make 2 Stanley Cup finals with him. The problem is consistency with him. And which Stuart Skinner are you going to get? Yep. Tristan Jarry, I think, has similar issues. However, the floor there is a lot higher than Stuart Skinner's. But
look what defense Skinner had in front of him.
Is it really, though?
I think Jarry, at this point, can it be a much better upgrade? Sure. I personally think that it is a moderate upgrade at best with how Jarry has been the last couple of years, unless they think he's back to the old Jarry, which even then he's had playoff struggles. And in addition to that, with whatever you gain in Tristan Jarry over Stuart Skinner, you lose a second-round pick and Brett Kulak, who I know there's been trade talk around him the last couple of years and Edmonton wanting to move him, but I like Kulak. I think he's been a really solid presence on their blue line. I mean,
they only wanted to lateral move. Salary. Like, that was the only reason they want to move him.
It's a lateral move for me. I mean, you get rid of Stuart Skinner, who's a pending UFA, and isn't Kulak a pending UFA?
I think he may have 1 year left.
1 year left. For a guy that has, 2 or 3 years left at $5.3 million? I mean...
Oh, yeah, Kulak's a UFA at 2.7.
I mean, I do think Jarry is better than Skinner, and I think if he can produce the way they're thinking he can, it is an upgrade. But I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of perplexed with the whole thing. You lose a defenseman when you already need a blue liner regardless, and you make a lateral move, maybe a moderate upgrade at best in net, with the potential for it to not even be that. I mean, Elliot Friedman said something a couple weeks ago that says they're not going to just make a move to make a move, that they feel the goaltending situation would not be much better off than it currently is. And I think they did that. I mean, Skinner figured it out of late, but they're not in a playoff spot. They need to kind of pick up the urgency. And he played well tonight in Toronto, but we'll see. I mean, if it pans out as the old Tristan Jarry, then Edmonton has a pretty decent upgrade.
But this is their move, Cody, and they don't have much.
I think it's an underwhelming for all the hype. Oh, they're going to make a move, and then this is it.
No Pennington now. No sign of a Wallstad or Gustafson. This is their move.
I mean, I don't know. I think
you want me to be honest here?
It's possible, but it's
you want me to be dead honest here?
Mm-hmm.
Just a question quickly here from Antonio. That would be Jack. Jack Powell, great member in our community. Everyone thank Jack tonight if you got a member.
Shout out Antonio. Thanks for being a
like,
member.
What happened? He's like, what happened?
And here's the other thing. Cody pointed it out to me earlier. You can flip Kulak.
You can get Kulak for a first. You can at the deadline. You're telling me you can go out and get a first for him, which
maybe a late first.
I mean, if you're trading him at the deadline, of course it's gonna be a late first, but you can get minimum second round.
Well, not bubble playoff team, Cody.
Yeah, but you can get minimum for a second round pick because he's at 2.75, which is a damn good reasonable cap for teams to take on. So it's just
and Cody, I just want to jump in. All the injuries that have been happening this year that people think there's been more.
Oh, come on! You don't think they could flip them for something like that's why? But that's why I also like the deal so much for Pittsburgh. It's it's really Skinner and two draft picks because I think they're flipping Kulak because there's no way you're going to keep a serviceable defenseman who can play second or third pair. You rather him on the third pair, and you could just keep them and you could just flip them for nothing.
I think Jarry is just as big a risk as Skinner. Now, I think the payoff is bigger. There is a risk element to this, but I think it's an underwhelming move. And I agree with this. He's a razor-thin upgrade in net, which could turn into a bigger upgrade if he gets back to his old self. That's my spin on it. But he's less experienced, despite being slightly older, worse playoff numbers, and he costs double the money.
Yeah,
for me, I think eventually Edmonton will run into the same problems with Tristan Jarry that they have run into with Stuart Skinner. And now they don't have Brett Kulak.
Because they haven't fixed their defense. They
got worse on the back end.
On their bottom pairing now, I think.
They get worse on the back end, but they get slightly better in net.
And they don't have money to improve their back end.
So I don't really get it. I really do not get it.
I'm sorry. Here's my thing. And this is why Jarry's not going to get better at Edmonton. Let's be real honest here. Edmonton has not had good goalie coaching in how long?
Oh, their goaltending coach. That's a good point.
They have been garbage goaltending since 2020. Ever since Cam Talbot hasn't been there, they have been garbage. Mike Smith has cost them games.
Jack Campbell
cost them. Stuart Skinner cost them. Calvin Pickard cost them. They haven't. When was the last time they had a good goalie? Nikolai Habibulin?
And the prospects that they've traded away, they never turned into anything either.
It's just at some point, I got to look at them damn, if you've had shitty goaltending, because this consistently, maybe it isn't the goaltending you bring it in. Maybe it's the damn coach.
How about scouting department?
At some point, because here's the thing. Stuart Skinner, I don't think he's going to turn anything this year because I don't think Pittsburgh's going to coach him up that well. But if he goes to a team, right, and he becomes let's say us. Let's use us as the example.
For us, a 1B.
Let's use us as the example. Let's say Tarasov gets a bigger deal elsewhere. Yeah. Let's just keep it like this. And we bring in Stuart Skinner for 1 year, $750K.
Playoff experience.
Or next year, the minimum is different, so $1 million.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And you let him let Rob Tallis just let him coach him up.
And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But if it does.
And here's the thing. I watched Stuart Skinner in the playoffs. There is something there. He is not all the way.
It's called he could play 45 games and 10 to 15 games in the playoffs.
And
how would play 50 games in every playoff game.
But Paul Maurice's defense in that system, Nick.
Yeah, it's just
I think genuinely in a Paul Maurice system, he can be around what an Aiden Hill is in Vegas.
Yeah. Like I think he's better. Like I like him better than Hill, and I'll take that to my grave. I don't like Aiden
He's a
Hill.
situational goaltender, but the fact of the matter is he has started a good amount of games, put up respectable numbers. They're not earth-shattering, but they're respectable when you take a look at it. And he's gotten them to 2 Stanley Cup Finals, whether you like it or not. I mean, he has had success.
Played well in the spring.
He has had success. Now, you could argue about his role deployment. No, he's not going to be the starter. But if he is a backup or a 1B behind a really good defensive team, you're putting him in a position to succeed.
Hold on.
You set him up.
Cody said $1 million. I think it'd be more than that. 2.5.
I think Edmonton, the situation in Edmonton set him up for failure for what he is. It's just not a fit there. I mean, that's the worst place he could be, in my opinion. One of the worst places he could be. I think a team like Vegas,
Florida, there's no media pressure. There's not fans.
No media pressure.
And there's no hometown pressure.
And here's the other thing. He doesn't have to be the guy in net. You could set him up for success here. He has had success. There are elements there. He just needs to be put in a position to succeed. And I think there are places in the league that will take a look at him. I don't know if they're going to. I mean, how rare is it for a guy, whether they want it or not? I think in the Stanley Cup final, he was not good. But 2 years ago, when we lost in 7, Stuart Skinner was, but it wasn't the reason they lost.
But I watched him in back-to-back Western Conference Finals. Stymie Dallas. And it's just, I'm dead watching him. Like, here's the thing. I trust all of our eyes here. And I think we all could say the same thing. There is no way that there is somewhere with this guy, because there is no freaking way he could go from damn near shutdown mode to beach ball. There's no way.
It's called he's overwhelmed with his role. I think a 35 to 45 game range, if you need him to start some games in the playoffs on a good, solid defensive team, is the perfect situation for him.
Yeah.
It would have to be the perfect fit in Florida because, Spencer Knight went to the player assistance program. Stuart Skinner was very close to that.
They
set him last year and stuff and different things. So I don't know if they play around with that.
I think there is spots in the league that Stuart Skinner can really do well in.
Mm-hmm.
He can't. Edmonton, he even had success in Edmonton, which is I don't want to just discount that. I mean, made 2 Stanley Cup Finals. He's had a couple of seasons where he started 50 games, put up 900 save percentage, right? Say what you want. He's done what he's needed to do. He had to start really young. I mean, most goalies, they have to wait till they get a little bit older. He's 26 years old, and he's been to 2 Stanley Cup Finals. And he's had to start.
He's only 26 right now?
I believe he is, or 27.
Oh.
And so, you know what?
Adonis put him on a team where he doesn't have to start every game, where he's on a better
older veteran team.
Yeah.
Older veteran, more defensive, steadying team for him. I think.
And Adonis brings up a damn good point. He was thrusted in a starter role because Jack Campbell failed.
Correct.
Yeah.
Edmonton gives him that 5x5 or whatever the hell it was, and he turns into a pumpkin.
I think
Stuart Skinner, he's gonna win the call.
I think Stuart Skinner can do what Anthony Stolarz can do. Is doing.
But it's also I go back to goalie coaching now. Because Toronto has damn good goalie coaching. I mean, Stolarz went there and became a damn good starter. They developed Wall really well right now. Hildeby's looking pretty good.
Well, not tonight, but I get your point.
But that could be a system thing with him.
Here's the thing. Stolarz and Aiden Hill, they were, you could argue journeymen. They weren't anything crazy. Skinner's had more success than them. They went to teams that were put them in a position to succeed. And you take a look what they are now. I mean, Aiden Hill, prior to last year, had never started 50 games in a season. Anthony Stolarz has never started 40 games in a season. So I think Stuart Skinner has done that. I think he can do what Stolarz and Hill are doing on a better team, of course, as those guys have. Anthony Stolarz wasn't doing that in Philadelphia or Anaheim. Aiden Hill wasn't doing that in Arizona or San Jose. But I think Stuart Skinner, change of scenery, the right team, the right situation, that's the tier he can be on. I didn't think
we were going to come to this consensus tonight altogether on Stuart Skinner. But
say what you want about Stuart Skinner. you don't get to 2 straight. I know it's McDavid and everything, but Stuart Skinner has played some damn good hockey over those.
David ain't playing defense back there.
No, he's not. I mean, time's going to tell if it's Stuart Skinner, and I think there are issues there when it comes to fundamentals, as you said, Kirby, and he's just not a starter for.
And he could just wash out of the league if he doesn't fix that stuff.
Yeah,
but also, time will tell if Tristan Jarry doesn't do well. Okay, well, now it's Jack Campbell, Stuart Skinner, and Tristan Jarry. Sooner or later, you're going to have to look in the mirrun and be like, well, McDavid's...
They run out of road. There's only 2-3 years to get the job done. And if that's
my line is. My honest opinion, I don't like how it looks this year in the West for them.
I don't know how the hell Sam Bowman still has a job. I really don't. The fact that this conclusion was staring you at the face for not only 1 year, for about 2 years now.
Plus.
And you could have went on and got so many different guys.
And I know there's fans around the NHL, obviously we're Panther fans. We played Edmonton in back-to-back Stanley Cup finals. I think over the course of the time,
I think we know them quite well.
We know them relatively well. We've been quite complimentary of Skinner over the year, the last 2 years.
Oh, our coverage on the Cats and Rats compared to other people.
I think it is unfair. In fact, we were all in the Edmonton Journal because of our praise and Cody's praise to Stuart Skinner. I think, obviously, for what Edmonton needs to do now, it's not the right situation for Skinner. But as Adonis pointed out, he was thrusted into a starting role way too early because Jack Campbell failed. And you could argue the reason for that. I'm not going to get into that.
Their defense was a train wreck.
The defense has been a train wreck.
5 years ago.
The defense has been a train wreck. And Stuart Skinner, I don't think he gets enough credit, genuinely. It is a really hard position for a guy that young and honestly probably isn't a cup contending starter in the NHL to do what he's been able to do. Got you to a game 7, and at the end of the day, you put up 1 goal in that game 7. You going to blame Stuart Skinner for that? If they win that game 7, this whole conversation, they don't give a damn what Stuart Skinner's doing right now. So I think it's a deeper fundamental issue. I think the forward core lacks the depth they used to have. I want to speak a little bit more on Edmonton if I could, with Warren Fogle, of Andrew Kane, a McLeod, Connor Brown. Those are pieces that really have been pivotal to their success the last couple of years. And they're gone now. And they went and they re-signed Henrique. They got Arvidsson and Jeff Skinner last year. That was a disaster. Now you take a look this year, Savoie. I don't know how he's been doing this year, but you got other guys like Tomasek and
but a lot of those guys are all up front. That's the thing.
And here's the other thing. It's Matthias Ekholm was only getting older. McDavid has 2 years left after this year. They lost Broberg. Thank you, Antonio. That's another big loss that they had. So now it's you lose those guys up front. You've lost 2 straight Stanley Cup finals. You have 2 years after this for McDavid to get a cup, or all bets that he's gone. And you've lost all these pieces up front and on the back end. And now you take a look. You have Darnell Nurse. We obviously know the discussion around him being one of the most overpaid players in the NHL.
So there was 2 whipping boys in Edmonton. It was Darnell Nurse and Stuart Skinner. One's gone, one's still there. And
Matthias Ekholm only gets older, and Evan Bouchard.
You could argue right now, Nick and Cody, they missed the Ekholm.
But here's the thing. And Oiler fans don't want to admit this. I thought Ekholm was the worst defenseman in the series last year.
But he came back from an injury. But Matthias Ekholm's 37 years old, guys. Yeah. He is not what he used to be. And
that was
Nurse scored a big goal in that series. So, remember, game 4.
Yeah. And you take a look now, all of a sudden that top 4 becomes okay. Let's go through it.
Bouchard won't be their whipping boy because he turns into Paul Coffey in the playoffs.
Correct. Evan Bouchard, there's defensive shortcomings with him, but the offensive production is unlike anybody else in the playoffs for a defenseman. Fine, whatever. Matthias Ekholm, 37, 38 years old, is getting older.
He's 35. I'm going to go with Adonis. 35.
Is he? I could have sworn he was 37.
But 35, 37. Is he 35 going on 36?
He is 35. He's going to turn 36 in May.
Okay. So he just turned 35 this year. So a 35-year-old defenseman.
Probably it. This year is the probably.
Half your defense is a 35-year-old Matthias Ekholm and Darnell Nurse. And then
Don't
it's
forget
Evan
Jake
Bouchard
Wallman.
and Jake Wallman. You already got rid of Kulak. You have Jari there. You have less forward depth.
You have less depth now.
Ty Emberson.
I mean, it is
Spencer Stassi, who they acquired as well.
I think it's a very tough position they're in. And,
But-
I don't want to sit here and crown them as done because you can't.
No, they're not done. You have Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl. You're not done.
At the end of the day, Cody,
And the way
they lost 2 Stanley Cup finals. So if they don't get back there, if they don't win one, they got there. They just didn't get the job done. And
It's not going to be acceptable for Edmonton, most other teams,
it's
but not for
no,
Edmonton.
and here's the other part to it.
Here goes
is-
Derek with his remember.
We had this conversations
keep this for later in the year.
I don't want to say that because a lot can change.
Derek will, but we're
A lot can change.
Yeah,
and-
remember your trendy LA Kings picnic? I'm not just picking on you. Everyone was on that.
Well,
We were right for 2 games, and then Jim Hiller just said,
First of all,
you needed to listen.
they were about to go out. I'm going to pull a Kirby here. They were 1 goal away from going up 3-0 in that series, Cody. Fucking.
Yeah, if I can't use it for the Rangers and Dougie Hamilton versus the Devils, then.
"Hey,
But-
Dougie Hamilton changed that series."
And I'll just say this.
So did Quentin Byfield.
Unfortunately, their window, their best opportunities, they happen to run into
Their best opportunity was 24.
was 24, and they happened in those 2 years to run into arguably one of, if not the best hockey team in the 21st century. I mean, when you talk about historic teams, it's the Blackhawks, what they did in the 2010s, the Lightning, the Panthers are in that category now. You take a look at the Red Wings and the Islanders. That's who they played. And I'm not going to say it sucks because you see
It
that
doesn't.
right behind me? You see that right behind me?
Yeah,
That says 20, and that
it-
says 24 and 25.
Hey,
by the way,
hey,
right
it sucks for them, not for us. I mean,
there. No, there we go, right there. You see
I
that?
was going to wear the champion hat, but I don't have it. You
Like,
guys are Russian. You guys are
That
Russian.
says 24 and 25 right back there. So
yeah, just I mean,
I'm not complaining, but the reality
Oh,
is,
you're not complaining. You weren't complaining this year.
but listen,
well, I don't have to.
Get off of Facebook, Nick. Stop.
I'm
saying
not
this.
on Facebook. I'm on Twitter.
Get off Facebook. Get off
but
Facebook.
the one thing that I think Edmonton did differently in 25 compared to 24, they panicked in 25,
Mm-hmm.
which was you go into, and this is a death wish for any team. You go into a game where you need elimination game, and you don't know who your goalie is.
I don't know how it took him this long to make a move. Genuinely,
That's why I've
in
always
net.
told people in our community, you stick with Bob because I ain't playing Russian roulette and switching goalies out.
They refused to make a move in net for years, and then they finally do it, and it's this guy. It's Jari. I mean, come on.
You could have got, they could have got freaking Markstrom. You could have tried for that. Could have tried for, I don't know. Askarov.
Mackenzie Blackwood last year.
Had Blackwood, Wedgwood, the Woods.
I mean-
you know what I'm saying? Like Spencer Knight. But it's just
And Chris Knobloch, I mean, if I know people can say, well, firing him, like,
I
more
feel
like
so
we-
Well,
bad.
they're
for
gonna
him.
have another coach.
are you going to be able to keep him? Why the hell would he want to stay? If
I-
McDavid's gone, he's going to go get another job somewhere.
I
Guys
feel
know where
so
Dave
bad for him.
Woodcroft is. Everyone in the chat. He's Anaheim's assistant coach now.
Yeah, and you know it's funny. Woodcroft was fired because Skinner couldn't make a save. Like,
And that's a perfect coach to have in.
Hey,
Anaheim.
Derek, he
Have
already
a coach.
extended. McDavid already extended.
for 2 years, but he extended. But
Gibson, David, you're not going to get me to admit Gibson, Detroit bullshit, or whatever.
Right, still up.
Yeah, they're they're doing a little too good. Don't worry. It's not even
I
a year.
tried to tell you
Hey,
where they
Nick,
went
Nick,
last.
I want to
in the
be clear.
division.
No, Nick, I want to be clear. So this is on the record. I'm not saying they ain't going to drop off.
Oh,
I'm
they
just having
will.
fun with you. I'm just having.
I'm
fun.
going to say it on the air. They will. Okay.
Well, you're saying
They
that.
will.
That's all you're begging because that's who you had last place
No,
going in.
I had them, I think, in sixth.
I still think it favors Nick 65%.
Would you go as far to say
Like if they're
No,
still like
stop.
if they're still like this Olympic break, it's probably closer to 35-40.
So he said 2 years, show me the goalie you're signing, and then they showed him, and he's like, fuck off. I'm leaving. I'm going to New York.
You know, it's funny. Draisaitl signed for 8 and McDavid signed for 2.
But if we could talk about the McDavid thing, like if he does leave without a cup, I mean, you talk about the legacy, like how that changes. I mean, you know, he'll be compared to Crosby and Gretzky and all the greats, right? And the fact that he's not able to get it done with the team that drafted him like those guys did, it's gonna hinder his legacy.
But I also think he had the worst GM out of all those guys because Gretzky had a Hall of Famer, Glenn Sather.
Yeah. The Jim Rutherford
who's going to be a Hall of Famer
before, you know. Don't look at this Jim Rutherford, everybody. This is
no. Look at old Jim Rutherford, the guy who turned. No, that was Ray Shero. Like he got freaking drafted Drake Gensel. Freaking got Justin Schultz, who became a formidable defenseman for him.
Well, Jack, that'd be kind of hard if Skinner's in Pittsburgh. No, I'm fucking with you. No, I do think that Sorokin and Pelech. You know,
where the hell are they getting that salary from? Pelech's making,
I don't think
5 and Sorokin's making 8.
They would have needed more for Draisaitl. They would have needed a little bit more for Draisaitl. I think it would have been Skinner and Draisaitl for Pelech, Sorokin, one other guy, and add pieces, Jack. I see what you're saying now. Okay. Yeah, I think
Sorokin is on our list, though, guys. But I don't know if that's possible now with the Schaefer thing and how New York's playing, but maybe in a couple years.
Well, it might have to be Philip Gustafson. Isn't he a pending UFA?
So it might turn to him.
We could have gotten Hughes. No, we couldn't have.
Okay, if you want to give up Forsling or Verhaeghe, Derek, but you let me know.
Sign me up.
We couldn't. We
don't have the.
We weren't getting Hughes.
What Michael Benning? He ain't that.
I'll tell you this:
Jack Divine.
If Buffalo tries to
trade,
if Buffalo tries to trade Tage Thompson, Minnesota should be all over that. I would move Jiricek. I'd move another first.
I don't think we have the pieces for Tage or Dolly. Again, the fans that don't want to move the guys for them, I think we could get in on Tuck.
Yeah, but honestly, it's just
well, Tuck would be like the Rantanen thing. You'd have to have a winger going out.
So
but like for Antonio, Chicago's got to get in on this. I think they could have been in.
But I think if McDavid does leave Edmonton, it's going to be via free agency, not via trade. I think McDavid wants to slow down and decide where he wants to go. And that's where Florida has a good chance is if he makes it to free agency.
I mean, Cody, you were playing too much, man. I mean, could you imagine? Holy shit.
Sam Bennett, move your ass to the wing.
If Sam Bennett can move to the wing for John Cooper, why the hell can't he do it for Paul Maurice and Connor McDavid? All right,
he's wearing a different red. He's
fucking A.
If McDavid even consider us Bennett, wing time, buddy.
I was watching Benta. I don't want to go back to the game, but he's such a winger. Don't play with the puck. Go to the net.
You know what's funny? He passed the puck out of the zone right before his goal tonight too. He passed it in Jones's skates and it hopped out the zone.
We didn't even talk about it. How about that fucking Anton Lundell goal? Holy shit! Look like Alexander Barkov.
Anton Lundell, Derek, you had to love that. Silky mitts.
There you go.
But when Bennett passed it out the zone, I go, oh gosh, and then it goes the other.
Derek, don't forget Lundell having a career year right now.
And it goes the other way, and Bennett goes to the net, thankfully, and he knocks it in. I was surprised they reviewed that for a kick. I'm like that one. I was for sure. I'm like, that's not a kick.
This is interesting. So if McDavid were to ever leave Edmonton, Antonio, I'm assuming asking, do you guys think McDavid will ever play for a team in the U.S.? I think
the only team he stays in Canada is Toronto because that's his boyhood team, and I think they're in play. But
I don't think he goes to he doesn't go to Montreal or Ottawa or something.
Here's the thing: how much of a prick does he want to be? Is really the question.
Calgary?
How much?
New rink. We got better weather. We got the Chinook. It's gonna warm up here tomorrow.
See, how about this? Draisaitl, you're on center. Huberdeau, you're on the wing. Let's go. But no, I mean, I'll say this. I mean, Carolina would probably up the ante. I mean, they'd be all over that if
Who the hell wants to go to Carolina?
I mean, McDavid's lived in Edmonton. I'm sure he wouldn't mind North Carolina, right?
The only reason they got Ehlers was because of power play time. And guess what? He sucks.
He's so bad. So, I mean, this is obviously 2-3 years away, but Carolina needs a center now and has needed a center for the past 4 seasons. But
how long have they been in the postseason for?
Quite a while. But
2019.
I'll take McDavid. Why not? We'll get him a cup.
Though Draisaitl will probably fit better here. Though if we got Draisaitl, that'd fix our power play problem really quickly.
Gosh.
Like Kirby, could you imagine Barkov feeding Draisaitl one-timers?
Jeez. Can't get the puck off of them. What? Reinhardt's out there too?
Who you covering? Draisaitl or Reinhardt? Pick your poison. Which one?
I won't even complain who their defense pairing is out there. Like, whatever.
Hey,
Cody, Derek wants Brady to Florida. I'll let you take over.
I did not start this because David, our moderator, did. He's like, McDavid to Florida. I'm like, oh, you guys want Brady too, I bet. Like, it was not a shell game, Cody. It's not your video game at your house there.
How many years does Brady have left?
4, I want to guess. I'm not sure.
Like 3 or 4.
He has 2 years left after here.
Oh, so 3. This is 3rd.
But I don't think Brady would want to come here. I think Brady wants to make his own mark.
And he's a captain, everyone.
We literally do not need a power forward winger.
Then again, he's a better skater than Matthew.
And again, if you guys want Brady, I want to hear the answers of who you're moving out. You're done with Carter. You're done with Bennett. Like, you're not bringing all these guys in.
Lostereen and Kirby.
Yeah, they want Lostereen. Get rid of Lostereen and Lundell and Marchand. No, thank you. I'll keep those guys.
We could have Boakfist, Erod, and Kachuk.
They want a line of Brady.
What, Brady, Barkov, Matthew?
Yeah, let's see that defense.
Oh,
and we trade our whole third line.
Barkov gonna get off the ice like, holy fuck, dude. I mean,
like,
shit,
I would not get rid of Erod, Lundell, Lusto, and Marchand just to bring in Brady. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. But I'd agree with that.
It's
like
not that
McDavid not going to Florida. I mean,
never say never.
Never say never. But I mean, where does he go to a Sunbelt team? That would really piss Canada off.
Oh my goodness, did that piss them off? Like, I wonder how pissed off they were for Gretzky going to a West Coast team. To an American team. That was probably like, but
you'd have to think he'd go somewhere where he'd be like the guy. Like, I know he's going to be the guy anywhere.
He's Connor McDavid. He's going to be the guy everywhere.
But it's like, if you come to Florida, you're not like, look, it's Connor McDavid, but it's like Barkov's the guy, Kachuk's the guy.
Yeah,
that's not changing.
I'm playing McDavid on the wing. I think that's the only situation in the NHL where you have Barkov at center. You turn McDavid into Burke.
McDavid actually may score 150 points if Barkov's the center.
Yeah. You just tell him to cherry pick a bit, and he's Burke. I think he scores 70 goals. 75.
Is there a realistic player you would trade Lundell for, or is he untouchable to you guys?
Cale Makar. No.
He's not untouchable to me. If
no, he's not untouchable.
Are we talking? No, right?
It really depends on the name. For Brady, hell no.
I'm not moving Lundell.
It would have to be like a Draisaitl type.
Draisaitl level.
Like, I'm not making a hockey I'm not doing like it had to be like we're giving Lundell's one of the numerous pieces we're giving up.
If he was part of a package for Matthews and you could work the contract and you're sending another guy to Toronto as well, or 2 pieces.
Kirby, would you do it for Matthew Nyes?
Oh man, you're so fun. As much as I love Matthew Nyes, I might even say no to that. But that's good. That's a tough one.
How is that tough?
Tough. Because I just think he's a game changer. He's a playoff guy too. But I don't want to take away from the center depth, Cody. I don't want to do that.
Well,
I don't trust if I trusted Bennett more. Cody.
There is like not many guys I trade Lundell for. Maybe.
But that's a fair trade.
Like McDavid, Draisaitl, Makar, Heiskanen.
Mostly defense.
Quinn Hughes.
I wouldn't even Jack Hughes. Like, I know he's so good, but I wouldn't want to.
Not Jack.
I'd rather move like Bennett Verhaeghe, so the Ranger guys know.
So I did want to say one thing. We talked a little bit about giveaways here, and shout out here. Let me just take a look here. Okay, we actually have some
couple minutes so everyone in the chat.
But this is a little bit of a sneak peek. We got some more
Good one. Antonio.
autograph stuff in the future here.
Brad Marchand.
Brad Marchand after winning the game in overtime.
In Edmonton.
Game 2 in overtime. Then we take a look here. I'm trying to see.
We got some pucks, I think, kicking around.
We do have an Anton Lundell puck. It is not with me at the moment, but that's another one. So, in addition to, there it is.
That's good to mention with all the donations again from Jack tonight. Shout out to RC as well.
So, here it is. Perfect. All right. So
we might do just some of those we'll have to.
So next one, we're obviously going to continue to do the ticket giveaways throughout the course of the year.
Oh, members as well. We have tickets as well.
Did he do it again?
No freaking way.
What?
No, he did.
What the hell?
What
I thought
the?
someone clicked on it.
Jack's going crazy. Thank you, Jack.
Jack, we need better things. Hit the Goldie. Hit the Goldie.
All right, give me a sec.
Shit. I'm coming.
Get it 20 times. Wow. 20.
It's lit. It's lit. It's exciting. It's unpredictable. Can't wait.
Wow. Thank you so much, Jack. Wow. I mean, that is incredible. We're just all up here right now. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hey, shout out to our boy Ben Saunders for our intro and our outro. Now I'm in the holiday spirit.
We're walking along, singing a song, walking in a money wonderland. There's only one.
I feel like I'm tripping right now.
There's only one.
What the hell is going on?
Dude, Ben's got some pipes though. This is fire.
Walking along, singing a song, walking in a money wonderland.
We need to get Montour on one day for him to hear that song.
And
D'Lo
shout
with
out
the
to
five.
D'Lo.
What is going on today?
D'Lo.
We really do appreciate it. I
This
mean,
is phenomenal.
incredible. We do appreciate all the support. And just to continue, we're going to continue doing the ticket giveaways throughout the course of the whole season.
There's a member donating tickets for the LA Kings game to another member. So
Perfect. So we're going to be doing ticket giveaways. We already gave away the Sam Bennett. Shout out to Jose.
Yep.
There. And then next one, we're going to be announcing this soon, the Matthew Tkachuk one. And then, later on, even after the new year, I'm sure this Brad Marchand signed photo. And then here's the Anton Lundell signed puck. So we're going to be doing a ton of giveaways. So shout out to Jack Powell, man.
Yeah,
I mean, he is the guy.
Legend.
Really do appreciate all the support, but we're going to be doing a ton of giveaways. And if you
just shout out to also again Jack giving everyone members here.
And then D'Lo with the $5.
shout out to D'Lo with $5.
Everyone that's a member now, you'll show up green in the chat. You might just be seeing this tomorrow and not even realizing you're a member if you dropped out. So that's how those gifted memberships work. You have emojis to be able to use there that our guy Ryan made for us, and the badges are going to be coming soon as well.
But anything else, guys?
We got a question here. I don't think that's a dumb question at all.
No, I never say anything's a dumb question as a coach. I don't like.
Would you guys ever give away stuff that
if we
ever
would
get our hands on it? Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to ever say never. I mean, fuck. I mean, you should see this room.
Yeah, we're getting stuff donated to us now, like from Les Dunbar. Again, guys, check them out. Your Sports Memorabilia store, official sponsor and provider of Brad Marchand merchandise.
But
yeah, I'll get you an Anze Kopitar signed photo, Antonio.
Yeah, I don't know what our pull is around.
Or do you want an Alec Martinez signed photo, Antonio?
That's dirty. That's dirty right there. That's dirty as hell. But
but in all seriousness, I think that's something we'd be interested in doing. Absolutely.
But,
and who the hell knows where this will go?
But
if we ever get our hands on it.
But anything else, boys?
Just the chat here is going on.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean the new shortcut? Did Broski get a haircut on the road? Is that what we're?
Nah, it's just growing.
Okay.
It's Adonis. He shaves his head every off season, and his hair just grows along through the whole season. But on the stadium jerseys, Tampa's is garbage. I'm sorry.
Like the Bruins. I really do like the Bruins.
I like the Tampa Bay concept if they would have used the pirate head or the pirate on the front. I think it would have been really nice.
It's garbage.
but just because of the logo. I like the jersey, but the logo.
No, I don't like the light blue.
Well, I kind of like what they tried with it, but they fucked it up with the logo.
Yeah, and that's like pretty much the whole jersey.
Yeah.
But anyway, we appreciate once again. Shout out to Jack.
And everyone, give a thank you to Jack. Wherever you can find Jack here in the chat, wherever.
Yep.
Just thank him when
Kirby, you got to give him a shout out on Twitter too.
Yeah.
Jose, Tony Romo signed photo, Kirby. Oh,
I
got
meet Tony Romo.
I got the perfect
I have
photo.
a personal connection through Tony Romo.
I got a perfect photo.
don't even fucking think
I
about
got a
it.
perfect photo. You know that Seattle like field goal snap,
Yeah.
just like right here.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Here goes Cody.
Game over. Or maybe the one where Dez almost caught it.
Mm-hmm. I wish I
He
had.
doesn't say anything to us. He doesn't say anything.
Hey, Cody, how about we give away
Cody,
a
that
photo?
stings me more than you making fun of the current day Cowboys. I don't care what you say about the current
Yeah,
day.
fuck the current day
You
Cowboys.
guys
They
skip
deserve
about
it.
Romo. That gets me. If you ever had a quarterback like that in your lifetime, which you haven't. Cody is not that old, so he didn't have Dan Marino.
No, I had Ryan Tannehill.
Neutrogena boy, you had there too. Chad Pennington. I don't know if you were around.
He was good. He just got hurt, but like
My
we
brother.
won the division with him. So I mean,
Might have dated Jennifer Love Hewitt. I'm not sure.
damn, he fumbled. If that's the damn case,
Yeah, might have fumbled that.
who wins
Pats or
tomorrow?
Bills?
Bills or Pats? This is the one time I'm rooting for the Pats. I
So
need you guys to beat the Bills.
this is the plan. Ready? Cowboys win tomorrow. Patriots win tomorrow. Raiders beat the Eagles. This then requires the Buffalo Bills to play their ass off against the Philadelphia Eagles.
No.
Give them that third loss that we need, Kirby.
I-
Kirby's looking at me like,
Look,
I
here's
said
what
after the Detroit game.
here's what I need. I need the Bills. I mean, the Bills to lose,
Mhm.
Dolphins to win Monday night, and then the Eagles to thrash Buffalo.
yeah, no.
No, we're gonna do it like that.
We're not going to do it like that. You want to know why? What is this a hot take, Nick? Is what I said?
Die Hard, yes.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think it's a hot
all
take.
those
Die Hard, I think it's
combinations.
gonna happen.
Yeah. It's more of a bull. It's not even a prediction. I wouldn't even call it a prediction.
Yes,
And-
sir. Fins up. Oh wait, no,
It's
wrong
called
comment.
hopium.
Fins
Die Hard.
up, baby. No,
Hopium.
fins up. Let's go.
Fins up. You're messing up your draft pick.
Okay, yes. No, I don't think that's
I
a hot
told you
take.
we were gonna do that.
Well, the Raiders winning's a hot take, yes. Kirby, should we do a live stream for the Cowboy game?
Please, I'll tune in.
On the Big C's channel. Everyone follow Big C's. Where
Oh yes, we can do a
Can we say what our
Jameis,
Big C's is
a
tonight?
Jameis signed box of crab legs.
There we go.
If you know, you know. Jameis is innocent. They for sure gave him them crab legs for free.
So, Antonio, I am not when I'm at home. I never wear jerseys when I'm watching games.
Really?
I might have wore one the other night against Colorado, but that was for the stream. When I'm watching a game, I don't wear Cowboys jersey.
I'll wear
Have you?
Cowboys hoodies. I don't even really have a jersey. I have a Dak one that has the tags on still.
I'll have like a cowboy hat
Yes,
or a
sir.
shirt, but I don't ever wear
a shirt, hoodie.
I don't ever wear like a football jersey, and especially when watching at home.
Yeah.
So,
But-
yeah, that's pretty much my thing. But do you guys wear, Cody? Do you wear like a Dolphins jersey? Okay, no. Ryan, it's so
Playoff
funny.
game. Maybe I'll put something on.
Ryan, our moderator, Ryan, he gets up like he gets dressed up like he's going to a game. It's
Every
so
week,
funny.
every
Like
Yeah, no.
Ryan, you're thousands of miles away. You ain't going
Yeah,
anywhere,
no,
pal.
I-
Sit down.
like no, but I'm just happy I get to watch Phillip Rivers tomorrow. I mean, I'm excited.
That
for
is
I got
insane.
no time to watch football tomorrow. We play at night, right, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah, you play Sunday night.
Might be home by the evening.
I will call you guys during halftime, no matter what.
I got
the
a lot of
score is.
holiday stuff. To
Okay, so for the Stanley Cup games, I actually that was a superstition. So some of the times I would go to the games, obviously. Other times I had watch parties for like every game. So like
Yeah.
pretty much when I was sitting here recording, there were still people in the room here, like funneling out of the house, or I had just gotten back from somewhere else. And I had to wear the same jersey for
I
I
don't
Yeah,
know.
my last year.
I don't necessarily have a superstition. It's just I don't know. Me,
no,
Kirby-
you're not. No,
me, Me and Kirby just always call each other during the intermissions no matter how the game's
Our
going.
superstition, me and Cody, is if we start something in a playoff series and it's going well, then we kind of stick.
See, I don't typically
We don't
like
really
wearing
change. We just
jerseys,
go as
but
we
if
go.
I'm going to a watch party with a bunch of people and it's kind of just a
That would
thing,
stress me out.
but I agree. You generally never wear a jersey unless you're going to a game. I agree with that.
I
Typically.
couldn't eat dinner during the 23 playoff run, but 24, 25, I could eat whatever. My nerves kind of.
See, I don't have a choice. I have to eat these.
Except until the
Sliders.
cup final.
the final.
Game
these
7, I couldn't
sliders,
eat anything
Kirby.
that day.
Not that. Yeah, that was different. Game 7, Boston, Florida 23. That was probably my most nervousness in recent memory. New Jersey, Florida, back in, what was it, 20, what?
Yeah, I think the Boston series, honestly, the most nerve-wracking I've ever been. I mean, Game 7 against Edmonton, that's just.
But that was because of everything.
But I'm going to be honest, I was more sick for that game
Yeah,
than
I was
anything
more
else.
like, yeah, it wasn't
I was
like-
just like,
This
how
is
the-
no way to watch a hockey game.
I was like, how the hell did we get here? And it's just like,
Shout out to Merritt.
and I guess the other thing is like, only Panther fans are going to understand when I say this. Ever since the Panthers have made it back to the playoffs since 2021, I have not gotten truly heartbroken like I was in 2012 and 2016. I haven't been heartbroken like that. Like, heartbroken was Henry double overtime, game 7,
That was.
and then Tavares. That was heartbreaking.
I wouldn't have been heartbroken if we lost to Boston in Game 7 because it's like, look how far we got.
Yeah, no.
It wouldn't be that.
But no, but in Vegas, like the
In
writing
Vegas,
was on the.
I thought
I was happy after
but
we
were
won.
just like, we didn't have enough.
I was happy we got to Game 6 against Boston because, at
Yeah.
least we made it okay, we
We
made it
didn't
come
get
back down.
smacked. And then
I honestly wanted to get to Game 6 against Vegas, even if we got smacked a bit at home.
we just did not have enough.
I just wanted to see maybe a Game 6.
With Kachuk being out and Lusto being out, we just didn't have enough.
We would have won
And-
that.
But that Boston team, it was like after they severely outplayed us in Game 5. And when we won that one, I mean,
We outplayed the rest of the way.
I'm going to be honest with you. We didn't play well. Like, the Florida Panthers now was not the Florida Panthers in that Boston series. That was scrappy, do whatever you can to get the fucking win. And Bobrovsky just went insane.
Yeah, but
This is more structure. Obviously, we've always been kind of a pain in the ass physically, but we're more structured now than we were. We were not a structured defensively style team in that. It was more a forecheck and Bobrovsky standing on his head.
you know what's funny? I remember the night, Game 7, I had a final that next day because that was during finals time or whatever, like the end of April, early May. And I had a geology final or archaeology or whatever the hell it was. But and we won Game 7. We did spaces, and then I stayed up to study for that test.
Did you do well, or did you not even give a
I
fuck?
passed.
Okay.
It was like an
Did you even
elective.
give a fuck at that point? Were you even
No.
thinking about the test during that time?
No.
Like, what the
And-
fuck just happened?
And I wore a Panther jersey to class that day. The amount of times I got stopped.
No,
was
I mean,
crazy.
that's when people actually didn't hate us, despise us.
Yeah, that's when people actually liked us. But here, 2022 wasn't heartbreaking. It was more disappointing.
Yeah.
It was just.
We actually didn't even do streams then. We did spaces. If you want to really go look at a fun
Oh,
spaces,
Lord.
go
Those
take a look
spaces.
at Game 6. Kurt, I'll never forget. It's in the third period. Gustav Forsling shot the puck into the shin pads of Connor Brown. Comes back the other way, scores a backhand breakaway where they're about to tie the series up. And I get a call from Kirby Lupul.
You don't need to say everything.
And Kirby goes fucking off, yelling, screaming.
Because
I'm
no one
like,
else was going to do that.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I was laughing
goalie's
because if you're not laughing at that time,
Yes.
you're crying.
Yeah, you know what's funny? It was probably because it was also Forsling. That also set him off even more.
So,
He was not good in that series.
I'll say this. I never felt I can't even describe the feeling after Game 6. It was surreal. It was shocking. It's but it's our team.
Kulikov was the best in that series. Monter was
a-
the best in Game 7.
It was a nightmare. That series, I do
And
not even like.
know about anyone else in that series on the
Why
back.
couldn't we have just won it in 5? Made this shit so much
No,
easier.
but here is the thing, and here's what made that series even more gut wrenching. That game was the talk of sports. Wasn't just the talk of hockey or the hockey world or whatever. Sports, period.
Yeah.
We were talking about hockey
all over
on First Take.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith was at the game. Like,
even those secondary ESPN shows it was on.
and I couldn't escape the shit. And it was the 2-day break.
Welcome to Canada. Welcome to Canada.
And it was the 2-day break, and like, oh,
Yes. I couldn't
Remember
even
when,
it was too much. I couldn't even keep up with it. So I just put my phone
you know, remember, I will say this, I'll always cherish last year's run because of the streams. That's when we really started doing this and building a YouTube kind of base. And that, I would say, you know, we had done like live streams and After Dark throughout the regular season, but really
we're like, let's do the post game. Let's do
post Olympic, post trade deadline is when we really kind of ramped it up. And then the playoffs, that's when like the regulars and this kind of came to be. And
and the numbers were going to be there. We're like,
and
like
then
the
we did it
first
throughout the summer.
big
But
game
I'll
we
say
did-
this, in no other way do you get to share it with people around you who share the same common love for the team. And
all the people that don't even live in the area that have been messaging me even
correct.
this week, you know.
And here's the thing. All of us and all of you people in the comments up till 3 a.m. talking about this fucking team. You go from freaking episode 1 to the final one. We look completely like we just went through 8 years of being the freaking president. I mean, the look on our face from game 1 of round 1 to the final game. I mean, it is incredible.
We were live.
We're more prepared for it.
I'll just say this, for me, those are memories you look back on, being up till 3 a.m.
We were live every fucking game. Too.
Every fucking night. I mean, it's a journey, like going through the months.
It was
and
good
it's
to do it last year though, because we were
experiencing it with everybody.
Yeah,
with everyone. We were prepared for what had happened the prior 2 years.
like here's the thing.
It's
you know,
like,
I know, Nick, you got fired up with the Toronto series, but we were prepared for like what was ahead here. You know,
like here's the thing. What's the funny thing was like we like game 6 was pure elation because we were Stanley Cup champions again. But you go back to game 4, I started the stream with the fucking trash can on my head because I was so pissed we blew that lead.
it was every other night talking to the same exact people, experiencing all these different range of emotions. I mean, where else are you going to be?
I'm going to say hockey fans that weren't a fan of the Oilers or Panthers either.
I mean, where else are you going to be talking about going on a 2 or 3 month journey with talking about it with people every other night? We basically experienced it together, and it was just incredible. Those are memories that I'll hold near and dear to my heart for a lifetime. And I mean, it was.
Hey, Nick, a lot of content creators that talk to us and come on our show here on the Cats and Rats channel. They're envious of that, you know?
But
yeah, I mean, like, I'm not going to say everybody in my house loved me screaming at the top of my lungs at 2 or 3 a.m., but, you know, we want a Stanley Cup at the end of the day. So,
but
anything else? On a quick side note, Jose?
Go Navy.
Okay.
But wrapping up here, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate everyone for watching here tonight. Once again, shout out to Jack for the 20 gifted, D-Lo for the $5, Aaron with the $5. I hate the fact that they kicked you out, but it was a night. We were around 30 viewers the entire night. We appreciate all of you. Catch us. There should be another podcast episode coming out this week revealing our Olympic lineups.
We got to do that before we get busy around Christmas, guys.
But anyway, we want to say thank you to our sponsors, Caneswear, Les Dunbar, your sports memorabilia store, and Jeremy Beckham at Beck Sells FLA. Signing off tonight for Kirby, Nick, and myself, we say thank you. And as always, let's go Cats.